I've driven far to come here to advocate for it. So it's very important to me that they hear what's going on.
How you can do your part to help pass the Illinois state budget.
Plus, one man says he received a bill asking for thousands to cover city street repairs.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good morning and thanks for watching Local 4 News this morning. I'm Chris Langlois.
And I'm Emily Scarlett. Thanks for joining us. The beginning of a budget bill in Illinois starts with testimony from dozens of businesses, schools, and everyday people. Since
returning from spring break Tuesday, legislators plan to provide every program that receives state funding a chance to make their case in front of lawmakers during the next month and a half. Lawmakers will hear from mothers, doctors, even farmers, all to help them decide what to cut and what not to. Hundreds will testify in the next 2 months for programs ranging from education to farming, and almost every issue also has professional advocacy organizations behind them. The goal is to prove why one program deserves funding, and lawmakers say everyone should be doing their part to make this process most effective.
People have to talk about what they're doing, but what evidence they have to support the fact that they're making this claim that they need more taxpayer dollars or the same level of taxpayer dollars. I can't emphasize enough, to people who are listening to your broadcast, how essential it is for them to come and to testify and to listen.
Dozens of appropriation committees will continue hearing testimony all across the state. Beginning next month, lawmakers will then begin passing budget bills based on the results of these meetings. And the new land-based casino at the Isle of Capri, Bettendorf, is already on a winning streak. The Iowa Racing and Gaming Commission approved construction plans for the land-based casino at its meeting yesterday. It will replace the current riverboat casino on the Mississippi. They expect construction to begin as soon as they get all the necessary permits, and opening day could be as soon as 1 year away. New details are coming to light about Hillary Clinton's recent campaign stop here in the Quad Cities. While in LeClaire, Clinton was under the impression she'd be talking with everyday Iowans. That's right, and instead it seems not everyone in the crowd was there by chance. Our own Ashley Richmond has the details and shows us both sides of the story.
When it comes to campaigning, a lot goes on behind the scenes that the average person doesn't know about. But when questions arose about Hillary Clinton's meet and greet with folks at the Jones Street Java House in LeClaire, it got some wondering if Clinton's For the People campaign is truly for the people or just for certain people.
The folks that were here were basically telling her what they wanted out of a candidate, and she was explaining to them, this is what I'm going to do for you.
The three people you see at the table in this video weren't just customers at the coffee shop during one of Clinton's small campaign stops. They were actually picked by Clinton's campaign to be there and driven to the coffee shop to talk with her.
We'd all been meeting before that, and then went to the coffee shop. We were not scripted. We weren't given any heads up that it was happening. It happened very organically.
A representative from Clinton's campaign says during the visit, there were other people inside the coffee shop that weren't expecting to see the former Secretary of State. Clinton's campaign said the visit was unscripted, but confirmed that the people at the table were all Hillary supporters.
You can say she was preaching to the choir or whatever, but I went in a supporter and came out an advocate.
But when it comes to campaigning, folks we spoke with say honesty is the best policy.
I mean, it basically is going to lose a lot of trust in a lot of people, and it's not going to build that for her. It's not going to give it what she needs.
Representatives from Clinton's campaign says they were upfront about the people who were at the table, even giving the names of the people to the media at the event. Ashley Richmond, Local 4 News this morning.
All right, thank you, Ashley. And Republican Ben Carson will be in the Quad Cities next month. The potential presidential candidate is making a stop May 6th, just 2 days after his campaign staff says he'll make a major announcement in Detroit. His event in the QC will take place at the Rogalski Center at St. Ambrose University. It begins at 7:30 a.m. So far, 3 Republicans have entered the race for president. That's Ted Cruz, Rand Paul, and Marco Rubio. A guilty verdict comes down against the man who hit and killed 2 men with his car in September. A jury convicted Kai Miller on all counts. Miller was driving under the influence while speeding on Brady Street in Davenport. He slammed into another car with 21-year-old Andrew Adams and 22-year-old Daniel DeBacher Jr. inside. Both died. A third passenger suffered serious injuries. Miller will be sentenced May 21st. And you may have noticed the scene. Smoke was visible for miles after a fire along the Rock River. It started just before 3 on the 4200 block of 8th Street. Investigators say the building's new owner was cleaning up the property when the fire started. Now, because of its location, access is pretty limited, so crews let the fire burn out on its own. No injuries were reported.
Some people in Rock Island are upset about street repairs, money that's come out of their pockets. The city's street assessment program requires neighbors to split the cost for fixing the streets where they live. They have to pay a year after the work is done. And Jim Brozovich says he got a bill for $2,400. Now he's wondering, what are his property taxes paying for?
Where's the money going? Where is our tax dollars going? And I sure hope they have answers.
You have a chance to learn more and share your opinions about this. Rock Island's Board of Local Improvement is hosting a public hearing on April 22nd at City Hall. And not surprised at all that those are the questions that he's asking. Where's the money going? You know, sometimes I even feel stingy with paying tolls if I don't feel like the roads are perfect. If it's coming out of your pocket, people want results.
Right, so you just blow through the toll booths. I think I've seen that footage there. You're just motoring through, just knock the thing down.
I wish I could, but I pay.
Right, well, he was pretty calm for having a $2,400 bill in the mail. I don't know if I'd be that calm if I had that sent to me.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's check in with meteorologist Anthony Peoples. I'm complaining about change at the tolls. He's getting a $2,400 bill.
Yeah, hopefully they'll get that worked out. That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
And outside right now, we do have mostly clear skies. There's a little bit of fog across the Mississippi River Valley, and it's going to be a pretty nice day out there. Right now, our current temperature, 47 degrees. Winds are calm at this time, and as we expand this, you can see that humidity is 83% and pressure falling at 30.06. Now, clouds, we see a few high mid-level clouds off to the north of us, but most of us are clear out there this morning, except for that little bit of ground fog. 47 degrees, mostly sunny this morning as kids head off to school, and this afternoon we'll be up to near 80 degrees. Good news is winds are going to be light today. Bad news, we're still very, very dry. So, you know, we talked about the fire hazard. We've been talking about it for weeks now because we are so dry. Then we saw the fire video just a few seconds ago. Take it easy out there today. You know, if you don't have to burn, if you're in one of those communities that allow you to burn leaves or sticks or limbs, you know, maybe today, until we get some decent rain, probably not the best time to do it.
Yes, and you've been warning us of that for the last several days. Not everyone listening to those warnings, hopefully they will hold off because we could see some relief here pretty soon.
Yeah, we do have a decent rain on the way later this weekend. We'll have all the details on that, and then hopefully we'll be able to stop talking about the fire hazard. But for right now, it's still an issue because even tomorrow the winds are going to pick up again.
All right, thanks, Anthony.
Coming up, their mission is to design, grow, and maintain healthy food for the community.
Founder of the QC Food Forest joins us live in the studio next.
The time now is 6:08. You're watching Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you.